Hello and welcome back to Warden, Melody of the Undergrowth, where we are going to go and do a few things. I mean, obviously we are concerned about the end. Also, how can I jump that now that I couldn't before? This looks intriguing as a wall. If I could actually hit it. No! Warden. Hit the wall. There we go. It's not a breakable wall. We may have knackered our weapon a lot as a result of that. We probably should have took the torch. You know what? I am going to take the tiki torch. We're not going to use it as a weapon primarily. Ooh, I wonder if it lights up on our back. Sort of. Not as effectively as our torch. But still, you know, it's extra light. And right, so there's a few things that I'm going to go investigate. We are going to... This isn't the way we want to go anyway. We are going to reactivate our shortcut so that that's open regardless. You know, even if we are calling it to a close. I might play on, try and find some of the secrets off my own time, but, you know, not on camera. Oh, it's already down. It's down and off anyway, you know. Right, so let's go in here. Crouch, please. The weapon is definitely still gone. So, you know, the boss is clearly, because of the global triggers, the boss is gone. And if we go into the boss room, we're dead. Yeah, your axe looks a lot bigger whilst it's on you. Hit him. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Right, hit him. You still didn't hit him. Right, well, see ya. We're not gonna fight you then. I did want to sort of renew my weapon and get a fresh one, but if he's just gonna be douchebag. There's some areas that we didn't really explore. That's why I'm going back into this. We're not necessarily going to look for the sense demons, although, you know, I would kind of like to find out what that's all about. And we might go back to some of the earlier areas with our new Warden, but there's all this. Maybe it's just a load of moats, but, you know, I just never went to that area. Also, you had a chicken axe before. Why do you not have a chicken axe now? Not me, him. This is also going to be concerning, getting back down without really injuring ourselves a tremendous amount. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. We landed it barely. There are flowers. We're going to ladder, or, you know, glitch into the physics and not ladder. Yeah, well, a bit of injury isn't the end of the world. It is the world. Right, there's stuff over. Why are you crouching? Why do you not slide, man? Is it because he's in combat? Even though I would like to slide in combat still, you know, or, you know, he's in proper proximity to combat. It's just weird that it says slide and I'm pressing the button to slide, but he's like, no, I'm just going to crouch. You know, I'm Peter Crouch, I just crouch, I don't slide. Also, I totally used my power then and he charged at him rather than firing his thing. What? Seeds? You know, what's going on? Right, you have a shield, so I'm going to do that. Also, trigger. Trigger isn't working. Although he was stunned, but he was still attacking me while stunned. I saw him shake his head after. Where did that axe fly? He was stunned. He shook his head after. Here we go. Fresh axe. Or like an axe for. Also, we got the big gear on our back rather than this. We totally could have clambered up that edge. I don't know why it didn't. And we never found the Polto guy. Yeah, he's a Polto guy, not a poltergeist. Who, seriously, ran off ahead and he was like, I'm going ahead, you know, I can't wait to see nyona. Ooh, there's some fire things. Well, I mean, you know, obviously to get up, we needed that. Do we need to put something magical on this altar to activate something? Is this a secret? Also, with the poltergeists, which I'm on about, the actual things that we sent, it's not the polter guys. I wonder if it's something to do with hats, you know, because he was like, you know, I'll find a use for this hat maybe, and I think maybe it involves, if you could translate them, they might tell you to wear a specific hat, or, you know, even a riddle to wearing a specific hat, and that might be how we go around solving that. I wonder if this is a door that we can break. No, because he won't attack it. I mean, she loves to attack the wrong things anyway, different to what I'm aiming at, so... But yeah, I mean, I think maybe, even though we have killed them permanently and they're permanently dead, it may be something to do with that. Right, so there's a health refill. There's some stuff to the side, which, there's totally a letter there, so there's clearly a way into it. And a lot of moats. But how? How to get through? Maybe the walls are breakable? I mean, you know, these are just jump into some singular moats, we don't really care about that. We could probably just jump our way up the physics, yeah. Ooh, that looks promising to put on the altar. But how do we deposit something onto the altar? Right, so is there anything down there but some moats? Well, I mean, this one's more promising. It's got a letter and a few more moats. It's more interesting, so we will try and land on that. Right, I is the all-seeing eye with the J. And, you know, I mean, I would like to be able to interact with that to store it, and so we just can't jump up there. Just to prove that we can't, look, there's no prompt, press them Y does nothing. You know, there's no specific way to store that. And I would like to store that in my translation matrix and don't glitch through the physics. And be able to go, hey, what a wonderful world today. And sing the Arthur theme tune. Hello. I wonder if we need to be the Warden. Oh, well. You don't even have the weapon, but... I mean, it's a bit suspicious that there's this altar that we could potentially put something on, but we can't actually put our weapon on. Nothing hidden behind the walls. It's not that we can really get our camera in to look. Oh, we'll jump in this one. But yeah, I mean, it feels like maybe there should be, and a lot of these secrets aren't really well described, and you know, I guess they are secrets and optional content, but you know, I would like them to be a bit more user friendly, I guess, and you know, incorporated into the gameplay and not just seeming tacked on. I will just get those without even talking to him or triggering him, because, you know, why would we bother? But yeah, they do just feel a little tacked on rather than incorporated into the content, which is unfortunate. Yes, I knew we were going to take some injury. But we got an extra health vial thing out of it, I guess, and there are those guys up there that I might try and see if there's a way up. Look at them. There's got to be a way up there. Polto, guys. Oh, hello. There's a glitch way up there for sure. Whether there's a legit way is another matter. There's these rocks that we could totally climb up. Also, did we go in this cave ever? Hello, boners. I don't think we went in this cave. designated by the fact that it's just full of moats and tiny. Hey guys, do you mind? Right, so we've been in all of those caves. Ooh, this looks climbable. That is not a surface that we can get on, so unfortunately, hello actually. Do you mind if I use you? Come over here, one of you. I don't mind who. Boney might get it. Right, no, I need you to actually get where I would like to jump on your head with a Gumba Stomp. No, fuck, it pushed us off. Right, Gumba Stomp. It doesn't want us to be up there at all. Gumba Stomp, right. No, it's force pushing me back. Obviously the third jump is the key. Right, over here. You've taken care of business, but thank you. Shit, it's still pushing me off. Right, there are invisible walls. They've thought about this one, and they've sort of prevented me getting to that one. You can stare up as much as you like, I'm not coming down. Not till I've zipped over there, because that entire thing was an invisible barrier. Right, let's go. The invisible barrier that was pushing me. Right, so there's no things there. We're gonna have a quick re-explore through here. I mean, on the way back, I should really just go through the fire system, and you know, who knows what's in the fire system. And yeah, I am going to totally abuse the game physics. Really? He survived that fall. He landed on the platform. You didn't need to kill me. I didn't take death damage. Also, we haven't killed enough mudmen to get an achievement, so I'm just gonna end a few to get the last achievements that I haven't got whilst they're easy. You know, we just have to kill 15 mudmen in total, and you know, why not? Hit them a few times. We are sort of wasting our really good sword, so I mean, I'm gonna use the chicken axe. I need some health. Also, this is really dumb the way I'm playing that. Right, we can totally hit him before he hits us. Thank you. Give me some health. Trees, thank you. Not many of them have it in. Right, so that's the path down. This is just the path up, and we did light everything. So, you know, the lighting transition still gets me. It's weird. Right, there's paths that may be there, but you know, they lead to nothing. So it's not like we're going to be doing anything with this. I just want to go back to the sewers mainly, and then we'll have a quick run around the outsides and maybe find some stuff. We could totally get back up there. I mean, where they are. Hello! We're out of the world. Oh shit. Maybe I should fight you rather than die up here. Who knows what happens if you die out of bounds. If you die out of bounds, you're dead forever, aren't you? Also, I'm worried that the floor may just become nothing. You know, it may look like a floor, but when you're out of bounds, you never know. Textures can become nothing. The game has minimized on me. Why did you minimize on me, game? It's not even on the PC that it minimizes on. That was on my other PC. So that is even more concerning as to what the fuck's going on. There. Right, okay, so we're out of bounds. Now what? Trees are also nothing. They're non-existent, so we need to really worry about running through trees, because thankfully the wall's a barrier. But you know, the tree may be hiding a pit under it, like this, although that's the traversal area that we need to go with the regular progression. Right, we're back in the real world. Although, you know, we can just, maybe even without needing to use an enemy, although you are perfect, Mudman, for my goals. Thank you for being a taller NPC to just jump off of. There's nothing up here, I mean, I'd have to. Ooh, hello. There may be interest. Oh, and we can totally climb that. Interesting areas out of bounds. Just as a final showcase of the game. Yes. Ways up that were not intended. You may even be able to climb even higher. Alternate paths in. This is why trees. You know, I mean, yeah, no one's meant to be up here, so, you know, no one's going to notice that the trees aren't planted into the ground. Still worried about pits to nothing. Right, there's nothing over here, is there? They have put barriers up, and I commend them for that. You know, there are. I thought that might have been a little world hole then. Barriers to prevent us entirely going off the world. Oh yeah, if we were on double distance edge of the world. I forgot that. We were even higher off the map than we were meant to be. Right, let's get back into business. Right, Budman, just let me take care of you. Thank you. Flowers. We will not be talking to live flowers. We can't sense anything with these rocks. But again, you know, what happens if maybe you need a specific weapon for them ghosts people as well? Maybe. Or maybe they're just warning against Nyona. I mean, you know, it's hard to say. Well, Polto, where did you go? I mean, I know you ran off, but you were sort of stood at the edge of the light as well, rather than being anywhere. I guess the best option is to... Well, I'll talk to this guy, then we'll maybe kill ourselves, or, you know, traverse into the fire realm. It's not much fashionable, Warden should remain quiet. Yeah, I think you're channeling a demon that's already dead. I mean, you know, I've already beaten your god. Just to saying. Right, this is the fastest way to traverse the area, so that's why we're going here. Not that we particularly know our way around, and also, have we lit all the fires? I don't know. This could be Nyona's Peak, but we don't really want to go to Nyona's Peak. The mountain camp. I don't know what that is. So we will not be going there. No, do not take me out the game. Right, it's now spinning. Why is it spinning? Disorientation. It was like, this time it minimised on this PC, but the other PC was just rotating, right? So this is the Forgotten Township, that's the centre of the world, that's inside. Is that the temple? Right, so I'm guessing that's towards the start in the sewers, maybe. We kind of would look in the temple, but we're not going to. Right, so this is the sewers, yes, and this must be the start of the game. Okay, we'll go back to the start of the game and just enjoy it. Hello, bones. Also, I wonder if maybe, you know, because we've dispatched the demons that we sensed, you would think they'd be in the death world like this, and, you know, we would have banished them to here. Right, we should really run round as Flower Lady, just so we've got the best opportunity to see where we've got an opportunity to use her. Just in case, and that's the only reason I'm really going back through this. Right, we are right at the start, aren't we? Hidden flower right at the start? No? Nothing? Well, I mean, you know, you wouldn't necessarily expect it in the first room, but I would have hidden something back here for her. You know, it's the most flowery area, and it's the least likely area you are to bring her. Oh? Right, that's just a reading thing, but it looks sort of like there might be something there. Oh, we can totally jump around that tree. Jump around, jump up and get out of bounds. We could totally potentially get up there because of that, you know. if we abuse it and slingshot off. This was Tavian, you're not out anymore, remember? I know you're not meant to be anyone but Tavian here. Where was the one that had the sense demon? That one? Right, okay. Well, I'm still gonna look over here, because there's balls that we can definitely abuse to get up. So that! I don't know if we missed it or we went through it. You know, proof of concept, we went further than the platform and higher than the platform, so it's definitely possible to do, to get onto that. Not that there's anything up there, because it's clearly not designed for that. Sense demons, you were in here, right? I need to dispatch you. Oh yeah, she screams with the manly scream. Yeah, the sense demon is definitely dispatched for all eternity, so it never reappears. Also, I noticed that symbol. I wonder if that's associated with it. And you can never come back and re-talk to them, so you know it is a one-time thing. You're stuck. You got wedged with your giant hammer axe, I guess. Got wedged into it. Also, there's totally a way up there. Unintentional, for sure. But there is a way up there. Right, this one's the higher one. Right, that may be enough. We can only get the one jump before we get... And it's not a full fling, right, although we can sort of pre-warm it up by rubbing ourselves against the tree. There we go! We did it! Let's go! There's stuff over there, but we don't know what's out of bounds and what is inbound, so we've got to be careful when traversing like this. Because, you know, I mean, it all looks inbound, so that... Careful, camera. That is totally out of bounds. And, you know, if we get down there, we're not getting back up here so easy, although that rock doesn't look so bad, but there's nothing over there anyway. A little out of bounds, we could totally get over the water as well, I'm just saying. You know, with persistence, it might take a bit more persistence than you do. Fire shrine? We've been here before, and I'm just going to talk about it casually. Anything over the other side? Oh, the world does not like it being up here. Let's go down. Right, so we've been in the fire shrine before. Anything else over here? No flowers. I mean, we should really stop just getting out of bounds for the fun of it. That's maybe cuttable. What's back here? Oh, come on. We established we can cut this later in the game. But I guess, yeah, this is just pre-tutorialization of cutting, so it cannot be cut. Right, there's just some mushrooms in that, nothing interesting. The fire! You know, bringing Fire Buddy back here really didn't do anything either. And we did bring him back here. Also, we never really went through the entire area again, we just went down the hole, but... Also, you know, you're not meant to be able to do this at the start, but you can totally skip this. It may be easier to do it from this rock, actually. Although it's not enjoying that. Yeah, maybe they worked to make sure that you can't get up there. There might be a barrier. It's not really liking me doing that. But I guess, you know, it's one of the earliest areas. They want to make sure that, you know, you aren't really dodging around it. Push the button. Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly the hardest thing to do. And so this is a Poltone mask. We've already read all of that, so it's not the end. Also, I don't think there is going to be anything back here, so why I'm going through all of this. I guess we need to activate the buttons still to actually get across, so. Right, so F is an M and a 2. But again, you know, good luck translating those people with next to no time to read it unless you've really written down. Again, she's doing the crouch bug. Peter Crouch. When, you know, you don't really want to be going through all that. Right, well, there's nothing. Hello. Wristles on there. We are in the sewer. But I guess, you know, she's not meant to fall through that, so. Everything is open. Look for some interesting things that she can do in here. There probably aren't anything. Right, get your torch out because it's going to go very dark. Also, I don't know if we've lit all the braziers in the world. We may not have. Also, I don't think there's even an achievement for lighting them all. Even though I have tried to go around and light everything. Oh. Right, well, nothing interesting going on in here, is there? We've already done all of this. And this guy wanted us to trim his bush, which we did. And we got through, and momentarily the game was like, hang on, is there a bush there? Right, V is that. Again, you know, it would have been nice to store all of these up so that we didn't have to keep remembering them. These mushrooms, because they're an uneven surface, were a bit awkward to jump up. Without a controller, I mean, you know, with a controller they're a lot easier. With keyboard and mouse, you know, doing that was kind of hard. But torch is glowing into the dark in here. Could you do me a favour and light that brazier there, even though you've already lit it? I thought he might have a different interaction, because, you know, most of the characters have different interactions to the different characters. But I guess, you know, this is too early to hope for that. Right, hello, helmet. Could you let me take the helmet? Thank you. I didn't want to read the thing, I wanted to eat the helmets. And wear the helmets. And be Helmet Kruger. They're Ultimate helmets. Again, anything that we can use our powers on will highlight, but it's still good to look around. Also, there's no brazier in that corner. 360 is the easiest way to do it. Right, sewer canals. It's probably the last area that we're going to extensively look around, but I'm mainly doing it because I think there might be something up there. Again, you know, I didn't think he would have the piri axe that early. I may have not paid attention and just missed it entirely because I didn't really fight a lot of enemies back then. Right, so anything down there? Nothing. Because it feels like there's something up there. Oh yeah, there's also that big door that we never ever... Well, we got the same helmet. Never ever did anything with, did we? And there's a lot of braziers there. There's totally something there. Do you need to be wearing something specific to get through here? There's totally secrets that we haven't resolved, and there's braziers up there that we haven't lit. Oh, hello. Alternate path that maybe isn't the intended. Oh, we dropped a hat. I want my hat back. Right, so that looks like a grabbable surface, but I mean, I don't think it is, unfortunately. Yeah, why do you not grab that? How do you get up there then? There's got to be another way into the sewers, right? I mean, braziers 8 of 16. Yeah, there's a lot of braziers up there that we haven't got to. Right, we'll take our helmet back. This is death. As demonstrated. Right. So, how to get up there? Oh, that's all the braziers. It's all up there, and that isn't grabbable either. Water keeps running away. Yes, where's it go to? We're not Tavian. You are distinctly not Tavian. That water wheel again, you know, we can't really use that to get up there. Stop moving. I wasn't moving and it was moving for me. Right, well our helmet's down there, we're not going to chase it. We will zip across though, I mean, why climb slowly when you can just zip, or, you know, parkour! Parkour! She likes to float and zip rather than parkour, it seems. Tavian and Bitt are more like parkour masters. She zips. Right, well, I mean, we're not going to talk to you tutorialisation, man. You don't need to. How do we get there? Bitt doesn't get there. There's an entrance to something, right. Definitely something. And it definitely wasn't through there. Because we went in there. Well, it definitely wasn't. I mean, look! We don't even need to puzzle. We don't even need to puzzle. I'm gonna look in here just in case. And, you know, we don't even need to puzzle in here still. We can just jump off any surface that we want again. It should just open up all the paths to me because I've already done it. But at the end of the day... At the end of the day... Do, 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 do. Right, yeah, I'm now going to sing that musical. Denies? Right, don't minimise the game on me. Oh, I guess it's doing that when we're losing frames? Maybe? Because I've put it on such a high definition. Right, well, why is that gate now suddenly closed to us? But again, you know, we've left these in such a way that we can get up there without needing said gates or positioning. Right, so that doesn't matter. The screw is all the way back up top. But, you know, it's not like there was any path in there. That couldn't be a path. I mean, there's a waterfall and there's a lot of cogs. And we fell off, so we are just going to get up on this side. Yeah, that wouldn't be a path, would it? It wouldn't do that for me. I mean, it's an ultimate parkour experience for teasing the physics, but it's even impossible for that, I do believe. It's even impossible from the top of the cog, so yeah, it's completely impossible. At the end of the day, there'll be nothing but trouble. Do, 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 do. Yes, it's a famous song. It's catchy. Why do you think it's in a musical? They have to have catchy songs in musicals. We still haven't got our Mudman, so we will dispatch of this Mudman as well. And surely we are coming up to 15. Why did it fling me off? I don't even need to fight you, that will protect me. At the end of the day, I'm nothing but trouble, because I glitch in the physics and I'm running away. And I'd like to float away on my big leaf on my back, but it's not programmed into the game. Maybe we lost our first piri axe on the Mudman, I don't know. I mean, that doesn't damage it so bad, so it's not really that. There was nothing really down there but the lore that we've already got. I guess we should do a quick run through of the first area, maybe just to put it to bed and see if she has anything in that pyramid. I mean, you know, there's little left to do. We could go talk to Hatman and get an extra hat back. Or, because she's Flower Lady. Oh, hello. That's how we get that. She totally gets those motes, right? That is purely her. And I guess that's why there's this, because, you know, it's like, it's her puzzle. Which we can totally just cheese. If they don't think, which they do. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we are going to glitch it, and we're going to beat it. And it doesn't need to be anything else said. Because that's all we needed to do to get that. Right, can this go higher? Because it feels like there's more up there. Hello? Lock onto the one that we're on, please. Maybe not. Right, anything else that we can do while we're up here? No. Oh, we'll jump back to the platform. We got a flower hat for the Flower Lady. Anywhere else? Right, these things are also unexplained, but I guess they're just wildlife. Just a way over the water? I mean, we've been over there, right? What is that? A polto? An enemy polto? Maybe I haven't been over here. I don't know. I feel like I have, but, you know. Yeah, we must have. Right, let's go back over. See, she can traverse rivers. She is Joan Rivers. No, she hasn't. That's just the area that we were in with the sewers. Anything up here? Don't glitch me. Right, well, let's go over here. One last Mudman. Surely we're up on 15 now. Mudman? Mudman. Where's the Mudman that normally attacks us here? The garden path. I don't know if this is it, but I think it is. Yeah, and we never got whatever that is. Also, keep an eye on my senses. I don't think we sensed anything over here. And now that I've got a controller, and we should totally be able to make that jump as long as I don't screw it up. Oh, also there's a Taven. Oh, right. It's probably something we slingshot. As we have to get into position. We missed. Aim. Yes, we're getting hit, but it's not the end of the world. It's just a health thing, right, okay. Put your hat back on, girl. Right. We are getting shot, but I don't mind. It's not like they're gonna hurt us. Although, you know, they... Ooh, it's its own thing. May knock us off, but... with the controller, it's a million times easier. We don't need to worry about a thing. No worries about a thing. Well, you know, it's a slingshot thing. Aha, you have a chicken axe. Anything up there? Nothing? I guess it's just death. Wait. Was there... There was a slingshot thing around here as well, wasn't there? Yeah, what are we slinging with that, do you reckon? All of them? Wow. That's a lot of things to slingshot. Surely not. Oh, just one will do. I really should get my accuracy with changing the characters on top form. We're keeping our hat. We are not going to lose the hat. What's it for? A moat? A singular moat. And a mudman that knocks us into the lava, but we can just avoid dying. We're glitching it so we don't die again. There's something in that. That's totally a secret area, isn't it? Right, Mudman George, you have to go. I really should have got my weapon out in advance. Bye, Mudman. You didn't kill me. Lava doesn't kill me. Did you not know that? Lava is my friend. You have a lot of health from Mudman. No longer. Why did that Mudman have so much health? More health than any Mudman has ever had before. Well, I mean, this thing has to be here for a reason. So we will take it with us. Why is that so special? Why is that so special? I mean, you know, we also could have just abused the physics to get to that earlier if we wanted. And I didn't. Although the Mudman would have owned us a million times over and made it awkward and horrible. Why was that a thing? Was there some... Oh. There's probably something to sense over there. Because I heard it as well. There was something over there making a noise. You have to go back. Alright. Well, I mean, no, thank you, Tavian. No, it was just that weapon making a noise, wasn't it? There's nothing to sense. Unless you have to sling it first for it to recognise it. In which case that's annoying. Right, now we will actually drown in lava. Right, well, we're not doing it again. I feel like if there is something there... Ignore the light physics. It's not worth it. The secret is not worth it. I told you to get your torch out. We could have totally glitched torch that because, you know, she didn't take it out first go, so she was in glitch torch mode. 25 to 27, so we got most of them. There's no awkward, weird hidden ones. Right, also we could potentially flame warp, but we're not going to. We are going to awkwardly get down using the laddering system in the Dark Souls area. Just checking for secrets and unlit braziers. We missed one! Right, one more to light. Just, and there it is. All the braziers are lit. There are no health crystals in this level. We crossed out everything other than escaping the forest and speaking to Nyona. But, you know, we've kind of glitched that now. Right, into the pyramids, and then that's the last thing we're doing, having a quick run around there to see if there's anything. Don't crouch when I'm see, sliding might be quicker, but the fact that she'll crouch half the time rather than slides also makes it awkward. Well, I mean, you know, we can just walk over this. There may be stuff down there, who knows. I mean, what was over there? Well, I guess this is just a platform to light things from, so great job in getting to that one. We could potentially jump and skip ahead to that. We will skip to this one. Get around. We definitely couldn't skip that. There's something down there. There is something down there. Did we ever go down there? I do not know. What would be down there? Anything interesting? Right, we will go through this door, come back and jump down there. Because it's not going to take that long to jump down there and have a quick look, and then, you know, if we don't find anything interesting, at least we spawn back at that door. Right, get your weapon out. By weapon I mean your torch. It's not torture, I hope. Right, so we can just jump ahead easily and never have to deal with that. Right, so there's a ladder, but then there's this down here. What is this? Secrets with platforming. It's just lore, which again, you know, it doesn't say what's new, so awkward when we're going ahead so much. Well, we got it, so we don't need to do anything else but fall. And that'll take us back to bouncing off the wall. Okay, we had to actually fall entirely to a death. Interestingly. To the floor, when there should have been a trigger like in other instances where that wasn't the case. Like, this was the area you probably never got to see on camera where we first discovered parkour was possible by accident. No, don't take me out of the game. Minimise the window. 47 minutes, fuck me. Well, I mean, it's a bonus last episode, I guess, but quicker, and you know, the parkour that we have to do. Just because it's quicker. Even if we fall, you know, the parkour is quicker than actual grabbing and climbing across. Ah, I'm failing on that one though. Plus it's more impressive and you get to see the parkour that you missed out on. Hardcore parkour! And probably the first time that we learned that if game physics are sort of fling you off for no reason. Anything over there? No. Right, don't knock me off, Axe. I do not give you permission to knock me off. Right, nothing down there. Into the pyramids, if we can. 2 seats, very, very quick. We don't want to be hanging about too long. We've let more braziers and, you know, found some more things, but there's still a lot of unanswered questions, like I said, that we never resolved. And that is the main thing that we're going to play through, if I do play anything else anymore. How do we... Well, I mean, he says, how do we get up there? How do we legitimately get up there without doing it my way? Without glitching the physics. There's totally that. We lost a hat. Is it because we died? I think it might be because we died. Right, the legitimate way. Or the semi-legitimate way. Boing! Well, I mean, we can go back to being her. And talk to these guys at the fireplace as well whilst we're here. What do you have to say, guys?
What happens to people here?
Something horrid. Something painful.
Something you did?
No, I didn't burn everyone. So what happened to them then? I didn't know what would happen, okay? Oh, I just like playing with fire. Just had to reach the pyramid centre to deactivate the crystal with Charles. Then what? Then she'd let me go home.
What do you think happens to these people?
These skeletons? I think they're what's left of the Tsar.
Whatever they are they still conscious that they feel pain? They sound like they're always in pain.
They sound pretty scary if you ask me. But what they're guarding is fascinating. We have to explore further.
It's dangerous, aren't they?
No less dangerous than being out in the forest.
Yeah, that sounds more like we made the right choice killing Nyona. By his recollection there.
I didn't rest at the fire. I mean, you know, he was like, I didn't know what would happen if I listened to Nyona and deactivated the crystal. You know, I didn't know it would kill everyone in the world and turn them all into skeletons. I did not know that that would be what would happen, okay? Right, so we don't really want to go to the boss, but we don't know what's the boss door because I'm always terrible at this. This may be the boss, and we don't want to go to the boss. Yeah, that's the boss. There's not going to be anything in the boss. So a quick run round, and then it's the day. Right, so Pyramid Man to Pyramid Man, circle to circle, ash to bash, dust to dust. And we will call it a close to the day. So there's a load of axes, but you know, axes are nothing. Spikes, on the other hand, may hurt us. I should probably get my weapon out and fight these guys, but I'm not going to. Because like I said, it's a quick run, you know. Hello, weird flame physics. That was very weird, right? There's stuff up there. It wasn't anything interesting that I recall. And, you know, we're also looking for flame things, right? It's just a skeleton guy. I saw a lock on, I was like, hang on, I locked onto something. Is there something back there we could interact with? But no. Hello, big bones. Ignore me. I'm nothing. No one you need to worry about. A lot of pots. Right, nothing in there. But again, you know, I don't think they've designed it for her to be here, really. Right, so I guess we can only be this. And, you know, this only leads to this one. So I don't know how we ever get back to the other one, unless we go through the other entrance. Maybe it just transfers the location depending on which one you last went through. We'll run through here and then we'll run through the circle very quickly. Oh no, but they're bit puzzles, aren't they? They are all bit puzzles. Yeah, I don't think she has a place here. I don't think there's going to be anything for her here at all. And, you know, I would have hidden things for her in this area because it's the last place you'd expect her to be unless you already had her in the other instances. But, you know, I came here first because it felt the right place to go, and it maybe was the linearly right place to go. High strong alleys. Well, I mean, the timing of these is nothing. Also, J is an F. Parkour. No things, no slingshot things, nothing for her. That's just spikes, but we can mitigate spikes easier than the axe. That was easy. Axes had just some motes. but an awkward path. Then we've got some more areas. There's one brazier we missed. It's a light. That is unfortunate. Is that just in that room, or is that the entire temple? It's in that room, okay. So room by room, it gives you something to do, I guess. Right, so we didn't go into circle, did we? Who says you need to get damage going back down? What the hell was that? Purple. Wait, no, we did this. I'm an idiot. I guess that's what the purple was. It was like, you've already done this. Right. Where is my thing? There it is. Right. We are going to try and fly over to this. Oh, we can't. Can I borrow your heads? You might be very useful to me. No. I need to get up here. You don't understand. I need to get up there because, you know, there may be areas that we can never get back to, it would appear. Which is unfortunate because, you know, hello. What if you need to get up there again to re-explore the area and redo some things, but I guess, you know, it's permanently locked off, isn't it? Locked off. Right, off to sunny daylight. And then we'll go to the fireplace and then we'll call it a day there and bring an end to this. And we'll speak to everyone again one last time. These things escape into the forest. I'm old, new and city boy responsible. Are you at least going to say thank you for the rescue? You just broke up a whole civilization of angry skeletons. Well, they were trapped underground for a very long time. I was holding it together just fine till now, thank you. What? Your present owner had to me intervene before the Tsar could threaten her. Only difference between us is I succeeded. You look surprisingly calm. There's so much cool stuff down here. Remember all those Tsar you woke up? They're pretty angry. You're not safe here. You're not safe in the forest, what's the difference? At least up there I don't have to think about what happens. If you're gonna mope, can you go do it elsewhere, please? Well, that is the end for Warden Melody the Undergrowth. Thanks for watching. Join us again for something else. Goodbye.